This is my space, Soma Hills. This is my company. My company is registered under MSME, under Udyam, JAME, MSME Global Mart, NCS, Skill India for Healthcare and Education Training Delivery. You can see the registered number, Udyam UP. The number is given here. Now, I will introduce about myself. Hello, everyone. I am Pratyasha Sinha. I am the founder of Soma Hills. I am also a member of American Psychological Association. I am a psychologist. I'm an adolescent counselor. I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm a shadow work coach, relationship and family therapist, trauma-informed practitioner, CBT, REBT, DBT, SFBT practitioner certification. I'm working as a psychotherapist from adolescent counselor at Mindset. And currently, I'm working as a professional school counselor at Samgrim School, YMC. Today's topic is about the psychology of escapism. It's kind of, I think you do have a bit knowledge about this, what you feel, because we have been doing this thing in our everyday, day-to-day life. Not escapism and escape. How do you escape when you feel emotionally exhausted, emotionally overwhelmed? These are the things through which we escape, like scrolling social media, binge eating, watching Netflix and YouTube, sleeping. For me, one other thing that I used to do was that I used to sleep. I do used to escape a lot of things. I used to sleep. Someone is like, if you have seen someone who is like super busy and they have like this plan after this and this plan after this, just think that they are actually escaping something. Overthinking. Like I said, binge eating, emotional eating, daydreaming fits in every kind of example. It's also one kind of classic example of going into trance, like hypnotherapy. Talk to someone, we just avoid the current state of ours, we just talk to someone else. So these are the things that we escape. So what are the ways that you used to escape? Like I said, I used to, you eat and sleep. These are my ways. Used to be that I used to escape when I didn't find a situation most favorable for me. So I used to escape by sleeping or either by binge eating. Now, coming to the point, what is escapism? Escapism, as you can see, it is a tendency to seek temporary relief from emotional discomfort by shifting attention away from painful thoughts, emotions, or situations. When we don't like a particular thing or a people or situation, we tend to avoid that thing. Avoidance is basically what we will say escapism. हम उस चीज को avoid करते हैं, हम उस चीज को ignore करते हैं, हम उस चीज को escape कर देते हैं. There are basically two important theories that back this the psychology of escapism. One of is of I think it is of escape from self from Roy Burmeister. His name is kind of long, so I just skipped it. This theory said that we tend to escape the scenario, the situation, the feeling, the painful feeling of what we are. There is a difference. And then another concept is experiential avoidance. It comes under ACT. That is called acceptance and commitment therapy. That is by Steve Hayes. Steve Hayes is one of the pioneer psychologists who gave the concept of ACT. And I have certification in ACT too. And in that ACT, that experiential avoidance came. Many of us do tend to confuse between experiential avoidance and escape from self-theory. Because in both things, we are escaping. Because the name suggests itself. In experiential avoidance, we tend to escape the feelings, how we feel. We tend to escape that feeling. I don't want to feel this feeling. I don't want to feel heartbroken. I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to feel sad. That happens in experiential avoidance. But escape from self-theory says, I don't like the version of what I become when I face that emotion. So, escape from self-theory said that what part of you are you trying to avoid? Like what part of you you're not ready to face? So you're avoiding a whole identity of yourself. To avoid that identity of yourself, you tend to escape through doom scrolling, binge eating, like going into substance abuse. And in experiential avoidance, you're just escaping the emotion. Okay, right now I'm not feeling good. Okay, I'm feeling sad. So I'm feeling sad. So I will let me distract by sleeping or talking to one of my friends. I will give one example to make you clear about what is difference between this experiential avoidance and the concept of escape theory. The breakup thing that actually happened with everyone, kind of. When we had a breakup, we do feel very devastated. We feel very sad. We feel kind of pathetic. But notice these things that I'm saying, it is like feeling. You are feeling a particular emotion. So in experiential avoidance, if a person is going through, experiential avoidance will say that I am feeling sad. I am feeling pathetic. I am feeling like I don't belong. I am feeling this emotion. So let me escape this emotion through binge eating, through sleeping, through doom scrolling. When escape from self theory came, breakup happened. Now I am saying that I don't deserve love. I know I'm not worthy of love. Everyone leaves me. This is the concept of yourself. You're not avoiding the feeling. You're not, you are not avoiding the feeling. You're avoiding the reality of who you actually are. When that feeling struck you, जब वो feeling आपके सामने आती है, तो आप जो बन जाते हो, उस personality को आप avoid करते हो, तो वो भी escapism है. So that came under scale from self theory, and in that avoidance one, it's just feeling that you're trying to avoid, that I don't want to feel bored, I don't want to feel anxious. In that feeling कि मुझे bored feeling हो रहा, मुझे anxious feeling हो रहा, we doom scroll, we binge it, and we do a lot of things. So that is the difference between these two. I hope I'm clear between these two, because we tend to do get confused between these two concepts, and these two are very important ones. There is one more important concept of negative reinforcement. Those who are from psychology background, they know what is. B.F. Skinner is one of the most pioneer psychologists. He has given a lot of theories. One of them was of negative reinforcement. I will try to sum up in a very layman language so that you can understand. Negative reinforcement is not a punishment, because the name itself sounds like some kind of punishment. It can happen. It's not a punishment. Negative reinforcement happens, and that like happens in the sense that a behavior you are repeating, a habit you are repeating, because that behavior is somehow removing an unpleasant thing from your environment. Like, जैसे कि I was feeling bored, I was feeling sad. So when I was feeling sad, I started to watch a reel. Now my brain feel, wow, this is amazing, I am feeling good. So brain said, this is something new, I liked it. In escapism, what I will say that feeling pain is normal. Avoiding pain is also normal. The problem begins when that avoiding pain becomes your lifestyle. So it should not be your lifestyle. कि आप उस चीज को बार बार avoid करें, then it becomes a loop. In the coming slides, I will tell you, I will show you कि loop कैसे बनता है, कैसे trigger से कैसे आप potential उस loop में फंस जाते हो. This is the problem. Not all escapism is unhealthy. Like some of you have said कि yes, be alone and sleep. Vignesh has said. Like Payal has said, and walk in the park. It's kind of healthy one. Like meditation, when we exercise, what we are doing, we're actually escaping the reality. We're not actually liking the reality. When we don't like the reality, like a pigeon used to do, कि जब भी वो कोई danger sense करता है, वो अपना आँख ऐसे बंद कर लेता है. So we humans are like that also. That if we are faced with something very uncomfortable that we are not liking, we tend to escape. हमें लगता है कि बस पीछा छूट जाए, इससे हम बस दूरी हो जाए, हट जाए, कोना हो जाए. Exercise. Why we are said to exercise? Because exercise is actually a kind of healthy coping mechanism. So when I said coping mechanisms are what? They are part and parcel of escapism. कि हम escape कर रहे हैं, but in a healthy way. So I won't say कि escapism पूरी तरह से खराबी है. It becomes bad when we are using unhealthy mechanisms, coping mechanism. Coping mechanism itself is escapism. और that is one of the important thing in psychology कि ये जरूरी है defense coping mechanism. But healthy way में करते हैं, that is important. Unhealthy is problematic. Like reading books, exercise, meditation, creative hobbies can include anything like playing piano, drawing, gardening, something that uses your mind. Making origami. There's a lot of crafts that brings the one of the best side of yours. Now, the question itself, why do we avoid feelings? And this topic of the brain, I always try to inculcate in my every workshop, because I am fascinated by how the brain actually responds in every kind of condition, in every kind of disorder, because our nervous system, it's a game of our nervous system. It's actually all the game of our nervous system. The amygdala, the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex, the reward system, the limbic system, it's all are interrelated. Like I used to say in my every session almost, that our brain, according to polyvagal theory, constantly scan for the safety and the danger. इसको समझ में नहीं आता कि okay, our brain, our forefather has a brain, that nervous system, कि जब भी कोई tiger आ रहा है तो हम उसको hunt करते हैं. So the brain does not differentiate कि this is not a tiger, this is just a normal exam stress, this is just a normal breakup. It just think that the same intensity of fear it will recreate when it faces a tiger. It will be equal to when you fail in exam, when you face one embarrassing moment. Same amount of intensity of the hormones and everything is released in the same manner. उसको लगता है कि जो single सा भी होता है threat, उसको लगता है कि बहुत बड़ा है. Because our brain is designed for survival, not for happiness. I have been keep on saying in my every workshop that always work on regulating your nervous system. and how you do through somatic exercises. When your nervous system is regulated, when you teach your nervous system, okay, I am safe, I am healthy, communicate to your nervous system. It listens. Trust me, it listens. When you tell your nervous system, your body that, okay, I'm safe. And in response to that, you actually do some activities and things and move your body that makes you feel safe. Your nervous system will say, okay, this is interesting. This person is doing something like not he or she used to do earlier. Okay, so now I am safe. So when that nervous system feel that, okay, this is safe, I am safe. So it will automatically switch that alarm, that amygdala. There is a book called The Body Keeps the Score. In that, it's beautifully explained about how trauma is stored and what is the role of your brain, your nervous system in every part of your area. Any kind of day-to-day life situation that you face, how it builds your memory, how it actually affects your present scenario, and possibly it can affect the future scenario. In that, there is a concept of safety valve, the amygdala. It said that our amygdala is like the cooker, like under the whistle. When the thing is inside बहुत ज़्यादा भर जाता है, then it whistles. Amygdala does the same thing. When it's think that, okay, this is danger, your brain literally whistles like danger, danger, danger. Then amygdala activate. Oh my God, this is danger. It does not think that it's a physical danger or emotional danger. So same amount of pain physically you feel in your body when you had a breakup, when you had emotional burnout, you do feel. Physically any kind of injuries happen with you, the same system get activated. Emotionally, same system get activated. So you do feel lethargic, you do feel like I don't want to move. It's all the game of a nervous system. When the amygdala gets activated in such scenario, like when we are in survival mode, when we think that, okay, there is threat, why we doom scroll? Because we think this is the threat to our survival. We feel that, oh my God, I am doom scrolling, I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling good, that's why I'm doom scrolling. What happen if I don't doom scroll? Yeah, I won't binge it. Maybe I will feel very sad, and that sadness can lead me to the death. So avoid that death thing to increase the survival instinct. It said, no, let me go in my comfort zone, and I and we both have to survive. So doom scroll, binge it, take an alcohol, smokes, like do smoking. So this is what it does. When we escape, it's not that only people who are very, not very much in academically good, or they don't have so much of sense, they fall in this category. A lot of intelligent people does fall in this category. There's nothing to shame about कि जो बच्चे पढ़ने में कमजोर है या फिर थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आता है, वही बस रील पे लगे. अच्छों की भी ऐसी कंडीशन हो जाती है. क्यों जाती है? Because the logical mind, the prefrontal cortex, when the amygdala is hyperactive, when it says that, okay, I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling bored, it gets hyperactive. So your prefrontal cortex gets shut down. That is responsible for your logical reasoning, rational thinking, making decision, planning everything. So it literally gets shut down. वो shut down जाता है तो amygdala वैसे ही active वो विशल करते रहेगा. तो hormones body में release होंगे. Then you feel like either I have to fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. So you flight. This is one of the response. You flight. मतलब भाग रहे हो. Escape is kind of flight response because you're fighting for a situation. मुझे I'm not ready to accept the reality. Why? Because this reality is very harsh. So brain, your nervous system is wired for the survival instinct. It will literally do anything it's in vicinity to make your survival at a notch. उसको बस आपको सर्वाइव करना है. तो हर एक चीज को वो डेंजर या सेफ्टी के नजर से ही देखता है. उसको लगता है अरे ये सेफ नहीं है. If sometimes you feel or you have seen कि death of a certain person does shook someone कि किसी person का death हो गया that is very close to someone, they feel like this is, they are not in their reality. They sometimes feel touch with their reality. In psychology also called psychosis, वो reality से touch खो देते हैं. Why you actually your brain does this thing. Your brain feel that it is a threat to your survival. तो उस चीज को shut down, prefrontal cortex एकदम shut down हो जाता है. उसको कोई thinking नहीं आ रही है. The brain is saying like the nervous system in the brain is saying this is very risky. This is very risky. It is threat to my existence. अगर हम कुछ ऐसा react करें तो there are chances that I can die. तो उस चीज को बंद कर देता है. That's why a lot of people जहाँ पे कभी ऐसा scenario होता है, they tend to say कि make the person cry or make them come into reality. उसको reality में लेकर आओ. We tend to reality से बाहर चले जाते हैं. हमें एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते. स्केपिज्म हम करते इसलिए हैं कि हमें वो पेनफुल चीज एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना है. जैसे मैंने एक्सपीरियंस में बताया था कि हम उस पेनफुल उस इमोशन को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं. escape from self theory में हम उस painful self awareness के बारे में, okay, self awareness मतलब now I am aware that this thing has happened with me and I have to accept that thing, but I don't want to accept this reality because this reality is not what I wanted, so I want to escape. So you doom scroll, you binge eat, you do anything, and this is not something that you say कि कोई बात नहीं इसमें हो जाएगा उसमें हो जाएगा. सबके साथ होता है. Everyone has been through this phase. It's not कि किसी एक particular इंसान के साथ होता नहीं. Dopamine is one of the most important hormones that we talk. that reward hormone. Why it feels very satisfying? Why you think that कि हमने phone उठाया and we're just about to keep the phone and then suddenly one notification popped up and they're like, let us check. And for checking for 2 minutes, it turned to 2 hours. Every notification in your phone release a single amount of dopamine. Just imagine, जब आपका जिससे बहुत लोग notification ने अपना बंद कर रखा है. Every time a notification like ting, your brain says, okay, there is something good for you. Let us, scroll through this. It will make us feel happy. Now I am feeling happy. So every time you click that notification button, message, your brain is releasing that amount of dopamine, and it's very addictive. And that's why any kind of addiction, it's a binge eating or doom scrolling or addicting to become sexual content or smoking, alcohol consumption is very, when we are addicted, it's very like not easy to chhod de. Addiction is not something that we can joke about. Like reward system is what? Like avoidance gives temporary relief, reinforcing the behavior through negative reinforcement. Short-term relief often leads to long-term distress. On next slide, I will talk about this thing in a more elaborative way. Now moving to the next slide. Now, see, this is the cycle of what we do. Trigger in the sense you failed exam. You can use this cycle and you can see, okay, this is what actually I am, ignoring. I'm not trying to accept. Trigger could be anything, a breakup, a chaos, failing an exam. I will take the most common. Failing in academics, or failing in a job interview, or failing in anything related to a career. Now, failing in exam, what you feel? You feel that I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling frustrated, you are feeling sad, you are feeling disheartened. That feeling is, somehow disturbing your homeostasis. But the homeostasis means that state of balance. वो डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है आपका. आप पहले नॉर्मल थे या फिर आप खुश थे. अब now you're not feeling normal. Either you're not feeling normal, not feeling good. Now you're feeling very overwhelmed. You're feeling very frustrated, irritated. You're feeling sad. You're feeling a whole amount of sadness. That is an emotion. A trigger: failed exam, failed a job, failed in a certain things related to a career, emotion, frustrated, overwhelmed, sadness. Now that is the discomfort. You will now feel that I'm not liking this situation. I'm not liking this situation. What I should do? Like your brain worked here. Oh my God. Amygdala said danger, danger, danger. We need to find a survival instinct. It's danger. Now your brain searches for that escapism behavior. जो भी आपकी विसिनिटी में नजदीक होगा उसको आप यूज करेगा. Either you doom scroll, binge it, watch a movie, sleep, alcohol consumption, talking to someone. You will escape doing anything that is in your vicinity. It is problematic when you use unhealthy mechanism. Like if you're doom scrolling, that is escape behavior. When you doom scroll, the emotion is vanished. Now you're totally focused on scrolling the reels. So you're totally focused on scrolling the reels. You feel now I'm feeling relaxed. Your brain is saying, okay, now I feel relaxed. It means now I am safe. So that is temporary relief. After a certain point of time, what happens? The same situation appeared with stronger intensity. So your brain said, remember last time this situation happened and we dealt by watching the reels. So let's try it again. And your nervous system is like, yeah, why not? Because of course we have to survive. So here the loop starts again. You felt that emotion, the discomfort, and the escapist behavior, and started to go in a loop. Like I said, no, like pain is normal. You will feel pain. Avoiding pain to like we're escaping through reading, doing anything, we're actually avoiding that thing. It is normal. But when that avoiding becomes your lifestyle, कि आप अगर आज एक केक का पीस खा रहे हो, it's okay. या वीक में 2 बार खा रहे हो छोटा सा पीस, okay. But what if अगर आप दिन में 3 पीस केक का खाने लगे, your insulin level will like rocket shoot. वो एकदम बढ़ जाएगा. You can have diabetes, बहुत सारी disease हो सकती है आपको. So now you will blame कि no one should be eating cake. No, you should be eating cake in a proper manner, in a proper size, in a proper time. आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि इसका intensity, इसका frequency. What is the frequency of intake of that cake piece? हो सकता है वीक में 1 बार, वीक में 2 बार, या फिर 15 दिन में 1 बार. आपको इंटेंसिटी पे डिपेंड करता है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि कंज्यूमिंग केक और हैविंग सम स्वीट इज समथिंग बैड. नो, इट बिकम्स बैड जब वो लूप में स्टार्ट होता है और अब उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी ज्यादा हो जाता है. दिस इज अबाउट द इमोशनल अवॉइडेंस साइकिल. Coming to one of the things that maybe you must have been waiting. What are the forms of escapism? Cognitive, digital, behavioral, and emotional. What I used to do, like I said, I used to sleep and I used to eat. And sometimes I used to watch movies. These were my types of doing escapism. I used to skip a lot of things. Cognitive escapism, overthinking. Your mind says कि अभी situation हम बाहर तो निकाल नहीं सकते. Let me overthink, like ruminate again and again over the past thing or the future thing. Fantasy. Okay, putting a like headphones on and switching to some of the songs, and then feeling like a boss, feeling like a CEO. You're actually fantasizing that thing. Why? Why we fantasize that thing? Very earlier, sometimes I used to do. I feel like, okay, these songs give me boost of some energy and anything. Then I feel like after that, when I removed my headphones and then I came to reality, I didn't like what I was. So I feel ki what actually I'm doing. Actually, I'm avoiding the situation. When I in escapism, like what I said, like in the previous workshops, it is kind of shadow work if you do, because escapism is surface level. Why you're avoiding is beneath that thing कि okay, I'm avoiding a particular emotion, avoiding a particular feeling. क्यों अवॉइड कर रहे हो उस चीज को आप? उससे आपको पता चलता है. ओवर थिंकिंग में क्या होता है कि वी आर थिंकिंग एंड थिंकिंग. हमें लगता है कि थिंकिंग अबाउट अ थॉट मेक्स अस feel कि actually we are being productive. No, we're not productive. Thinking about a thought does not make you productive. Fantasizing about something does not make you productive. You think that I'm building this and this, and in reality, you're doing nothing. Maladaptive behavior. Daydreaming. I will say daydreaming is also one of the classical example of trance in hypnotherapy. I had done this workshop. It's on my YouTube. You can watch. What is trance actually? Trance is that like state that you're completely immersed. Like when I say you are reading something very of interesting, you're immersed in that thing. तो आपको टाइम का पता नहीं चलता है. That's kind of trance. कि आप trance में हो. आपको पता नहीं चल रहा है कि आप अभी कहाँ थे और कहाँ चले गए. Digital escapism, we all do. We all have been doing, and that is one of the most problem. Parents do come to me and say कि मैम मेरा बच्चा बहुत फोन चलाता है. What I should do? है ना, फोन का I suggest them कि आप स्क्रीन टाइमिंग कर सकते हैं ऐसे. Kids of class 4 and class 5, like I said, I'm a school counselor. उनके पेरेंट्स एक्चुअली आते हैं, बोलते हैं कि बच्चे को सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है कि दे आर नॉट गोइंग आउट टू प्ले. दे आर लाइक, अगर उन्हें आधा घंटा मिला है तो दे आर सिटिंग एंड स्क्रोलिंग एंड दे आर प्लेइंग ऑनलाइन गेम्स, या फिर वो रील्स स्क्रॉल कर रहे हैं. देयर पेरेंट्स आर सेइंग कि गो एंड प्ले फॉर 1 hour. दे आर लाइक नो, आई विल यूज द फोन. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द एक्चुअली थिंग दैट इज कंसर्निंग, दैट नॉट ओनली चाइल्ड, वी आर ऑल्सो वेरी मच इंग्रोस. अभी तो हमें समझ में आता है कि वी आर डूइंग दिस थिंग टू स्केप दैट थिंग, बट बच्चे को पता नहीं है कि वो क्यों कर रहे हैं उस चीज को. सो इट इज एक्चुअली वन ऑफ वेरी प्रॉब्लमेटिक थिंग दैट आई हैव बीन कमिंग अक्रॉस लेटली विथ लॉट ऑफ चिल्ड्रन. इट्स नॉट कि एक दो, बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स के बच्चे ऐसे आ रहे हैं जो बोल रहे हैं कि बच्चों का एडिक्शन है, इससे कैसे छोड़े, और बच्चे वो जल्दी छोड़ेंगे भी नहीं उस चीज को. गेमिंग, लाइक आई सेड, बहुत लोग लाइक ऑनलाइन गेमिंग, प्लेइंग वीडियो गेम्स, दे भी लाइक कि खेलते हैं स्केपिंग दैट थिंग. आई एम फीलिंग बोर्ड, what I should do? Let's play a game. Let's have one like online gaming. कोई भी आप बोलो, start to play game. Binge watching. कोई बहुत बोर हो रहे हैं तो I have noticed one thing कि when I'm watching a series, either it's on Netflix or on any OTT platform, the next episodes resume in 3 seconds. You just understand what is our attention span, because actually in 2026 our attention span has reduced to 4 to 5 seconds. 4 से 5 सेकंड तक हम नहीं, अगर मैं आपको स्लाइड दिखा रही हूँ तो यू आर फोकस फॉर ओनली 4 सेकंड. इसके बाद आपका ये ऊपर ऑलमोस्ट आप भूल गए हैं कि पिछले स्लाइड में क्या था, वो चला जाता है. वो आप 4 सेकंड के लिए यू आर फोकस फॉर ओनली 4 सेकंड, एंड दिस इज एक्चुअली अ प्रॉब्लमेटिक थिंग. सो आई थॉट कि ये 4 सेकंड ही क्यों रहता है, मतलब व्हाई नॉट 10 सेकंड. अर्लियर वी यूज्ड टू हैव पेशेंस टू सिट and watch the ads in TV or to watch the ads in YouTube. Nowadays, what I am feeling कि ad अगर 5 सेकंड का भी हो YouTube पे, I feel like ये ad क्यों आ गया. 10 सेकंड का ad हो जाता था, I feel like कि oh my god, 10 सेकंड, 15 सेकंड, 20 seconds too long. So you can see when you use unhealthy coping mechanism of digital escape, our not only our that you're escaping the emotion, our cognitive aspect is also happening. Your memory, concentration is hampered a lot. Now, behavioral escapism, emotional eating. I'm not hungry, but I'm feeling empty. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling like no one has heard me. कोई मेरी बात नहीं सुन रहा है. So to numb that emotion, to feel that actually something is with me, we start to eat. Overeating, binge eating. People who feel very lonely tend to eat a lot of food, mostly spicy one. Shopping is also that. If a partner is not paying attention on them, the wife of them like start to shop. Let me distract myself from this scenario. Or sometimes when we are actually overwhelmed, so we open one of app and like scroll कि क्या है अभी, let's shop, and then we actually buy something that is not actually need of us. We buy because we are trying to escape something. हमें बस उस चीज को feel करना था, तो we thought कि buying something makes me feel good. Having this bag, having this dress will make me feel good, will fill that void, but actually it is not. Workaholism, that I will say that working is good, but working without taking a pause when you're resting, and even on resting days you feel like you're wasting a day. Resting days makes you feel like you're wasting a day, then you are actually doing escapism. So workaholism is what? There are certain people, either it's a male or a female, that if something has happened in their life, maybe very traumatic, they are not in that state to face the emotion, the reality. So they will try to engage themselves in work by keeping themselves busy. When they are busy, thoughts won't appear in their mind. When thoughts won't appear, they won't feel any emotion. If they won't feel any emotion, they won't get affected. If they won't get affected, their life will be normal. But when they pause, thoughts will appear, emotions will accompany them, and then they will feel in their body. Then they will say, ki, what kind of person I am. Then they will feel that urge of escaping that thing. This is what the loop, what I was talking about. Excessive sleeping. Sleeping is normal. I always suggest to sleep from 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. You know that REM cycle and melatonin is released during that period. These are the important hormones and sleep cycle, REM cycle, let's say. Your nerve like neuroplasticity is increased. The damaged cells are actually get repaired. So a lot of things when you rest is done up. Your body is resting, but internally a lot of things is being like things happen in the background where cheezeं chalti hai. Also in your phone you have seen that camera is running in the background. This thing is running in the background. Same things happen with your body also. You are just sleeping, but the things are running in the background. Now, emotional escapism. Emotional escapism, I faced something. I didn't like the thing. I want to say something, but I didn't get a chance or I was not brave enough. So I suppressed that emotion. Emotion suppression comes under shadow formation. It somehow gets converted into a lot of disease. When you suppress something for a very long, that like I will say that you want to say a particular thing, you want to express your opinion, but you are fearful ki what people will think and this and that. You are at a risk of having a thyroid, and this is so true. If you have, emotion suppression leads to a lot of disease. Autoimmune disorders happen with like emotion suppression. So we think that if I suppress this emotion, like I will say, what we have watched in the movie, that if it is one-sided, the person generally, suppress the emotion. He or she feels that by suppressing that emotion, they will escape that thing. But it actually came from 10 times bigger. So then they become actually the villain one. See what happens कि उन्हें पहले लगता है कि सप्रेस कर देते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, ऐसा होता है. But after a few time emotions है वो pile up होंगे. They will start to question why me. कि हम अगर ऐसा करें तो I can get that. हम अगर ऐसा करें तो I can get that. So they somehow then become the villain one, and the rest is the story of the movie. Emotional numbing. Emotional numbing is when that emotional numbing happen. I will say, if I have to give example, a child who has been grew up in a very traumatic family, a place where a lot of abuse, fights, screaming has happened, the person start to numb themselves. Numb means that I don't want to feel that pain. Like how we put anesthesia. Anesthesia लगाने के बाद वो पार्ट तो नम हो जाता है ना. तो child learn from the childhood कि अगर इतना ज़्यादा chaotic environment है तो मुझे numb करना है, because I can't escape. So numbing can't escape, like physically can't escape. So they emotionally escape. Say कि if I'm not able to escape physically, I will emotionally escape. I'm emotionally escape करेंगे. That is how I will survive. That is how I will protect my nervous that system. That is how I will protect my own identity. So they numb themselves. And such child grew up to become very, avoidant personality. They have that avoidant attachment style also. In last workshop, I have covered that. They tend to develop such kind of attachment, and they somehow become very cold, not very good with the communication one, because they feel that their needs are not valid, and they also feel that if their needs are not valid, they won't go a mile to fulfill other person's need. So they're like, "कि मेरा need valid तो था नहीं बचपन में, अभी valid नहीं तो why I will put effort for others." So they are more self-centered. It's not their problem. They have suffered, so it's just a way to escape. Avoiding difficult conversation. You have seen people. Actually, I think I posted a video about this on a YouTube. That sometimes people do go blank under some conversation or argument. कभी कभी argument होता है तो एक टाइम के बाद कोई person totally blank हो जाता है, वो कुछ बोलता ही नहीं है या बोलती नहीं है. वो ऐसा इसलिए होता है कि they are actually trying to escape. Now they have encoded that feeling that argument is triggering an emotion of emotion, maybe of embarrassment, maybe of not good enough. So it's a discomfort. So they're trying to escape. So they feel कि अगर हम चुप हो जाएंगे that इंसान will do बग 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 बग, तो finally वो silent हो जाएगा. So they are trying to escape. उन्हें लगता है physically escape, like I said, physically escape नहीं हो सकते. बच्चे ने सोचा physically escape नहीं हो सकते, emotionally numb कर लो. ये इंसान सोच रहा है कि अगर हम physically इसको escape नहीं कर सकते, right now I can't like opening the door and going out the door. So let me take another way to avoid. So they do emotional escapism, means avoiding the difficult terms. They will sit and they will like बोलना जितना बोलो, they won't listen. And at the time you will get irritated, frustrated, like कि इस इंसान को आप कुछ भी बोलो, इसको कुछ समझ में आने वाला नहीं है. This is what happens.